man. There's just always so much going on. Yo people, what's poppin'? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. Do hope you're doing well. Really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea news again. Chelsea have confirmed their 6th signing of the transfer window already on the 22nd of July. Romano's spoken about a new goalkeeper as well. We'll speak about that. And Chelsea have shocked people with their pre-season tour squad announcement, inclusions and exclusions as well. Lots of people talking about this. So strap yourselves in, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, for the video. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're ready for some hot, scintillating content. Thank you for supporting the content. You can do so by dropping a like on the video. Why not subscribe? Be one of the GOAT gang. Be one of my friends. If you choose to subscribe, hit that. Sweet, sweet bell, baby. Hey, hey. Tried to get the hey at the end, ruined it. Anyway, let's just quickly go for this Chelsea announcement. Of course, they've signed Caleb Wiley from Atlanta United. They write this. Chelsea are pleased to announce the signing of United States international Caleb Wiley. The left back, we're buying a lot of left backs at the moment, joins the Blues from the MLS side Atlanta United, who, by the way, have an amazing stadium. I don't know if you've seen that. Like, USA have got great stadiums, but good MLS stadiums as well, despite it not being the biggest sport out there. He signed a 6-year contract with an option for a further year, so essentially another 7-year deal should we want it. He joined their academy at 11 years old. He's progressed through their ranks and spent 2020 and 2021 representing Atlanta 2 in their USL Championship. I don't know what that is. There's no what? Is that like a different... Because there's no other divisions in the MLS. There's only the MLS. You can't get relegated. I guess it's just a development side. The 19-year-old has made the step up to Atlanta's first team ahead of the 2022 season. Enjoyed a memorable debut as he scored a goal in his debut. Good stuff. Over 3-1 victory over Kansas City. He went on to feature 25 further occasions during that maiden campaign. Having established himself at senior level, Wiley was afforded 36 appearances during the last campaign and has made his international debut for US against Mexico. He's a good player. I mean, he's cheap as well. I think we've bought him for very little. He has again been a regular for the Atlanta team this term with 23 appearances over all competitions. Wiley is currently with the US men's soccer team in Paris as they prepare for the Olympic Games. So he has signed. There's a picture of him signing at Cobham in the Chelsea training kit of this campaign this season. He's there. I've seen him. But he has gone off again. He's not training. He's not pre-seasoning. But the expectation and the reports are he is a Strasbourg signing. He is a Strasbourg signing. Apparently, and Romano's confirmed this, he's spoken to the new coach at Strasbourg, who should be aligning up his footballing identity similarly to Chelsea Football Club. He's been convinced he's going to go there on loan with Andre Santos. So the two, I don't know if can you have more than 2 players on loan to one club? Because last season, of course, it was Santos and Angelo Gabriel. This season, it's Caleb Wiley and Santos. Presumably, Angelo won't go back. Surely you can't just loan unlimited amounts of players there. Should have checked that. Still, look, man, I ain't against it. People like this kid. He's young, he's 19, he's meant to be really good, and even if he doesn't make it at Chelsea at a very low cost, he will be ultimately good for Chelsea as a acquisition, an asset. Football's dying. No, it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good. He looks like a nice lad. Let's hope he does well. Hey? Right, goalkeeper. Hua Guan, Well, an exclusive from the aforementioned Fabrizio Romano says this. Chelsea make an initial approach for Villarreal's Philip Jorgensen as a potential new goalkeeper. Talk started on the player side with the Swedish goalkeeper keen on the move. Funny that. Look, despite how much Chelsea might be down of late, Villarreal goalkeepers should still want to come to Chelsea to try and be number one. At least, right? So is that the only, wow, is it the early stages for Chelsea, right? He's one of the 4 names under consideration. So Mads Hermansen is also appreciated, which I believe was the Leicester City goalkeeper, or is, that played so well under our gaffer, Enzo Maresca. And it's Romano goes on to confirm here, no talks for Mamardashvili, who of course is the Georgian goalkeeper. And yes, I did well to pronounce Mamardashvili so well. Kvaratskhelia. That's the 2 players I know from Georgia. Let's move on. Well, before we do completely move on, I do want to just stay on goalkeepers. As you guys know, I'm pleased we're looking at a new goalkeeper. I do think that's really, really, really important. I'm just looking on this Romano tweet here. Alex Goldberg is the top reply underneath, my friend, and Chelsea content creator. He says, every Villarreal fan / journalist I've spoken to says he's extremely mediocre and not ready for Chelsea at all. So it's something to get excited about. I know Alex is a big proponent. He really, really wants to bring Marcin Bolka back to Chelsea. I believe he may have had contact with him. And I believe Bolka would be interested in coming back to Chelsea as well. I wonder if Bolka is one of those 4 names. If we know Hermansen and this guy Jorgensen are 2 of the 4, who are the final 2 of the 4 unnamed? One could be Marcin Bolka, of course, the young goal. He's not that young anymore. Early 20s, I guess. Goalkeeper that left Chelsea for PSG. Didn't make it at PSG. And then obviously went to... where is he? Is he at Nice? I think he's at Nice. I'm pretty sure he's at Nice. He is, ladies and gentlemen. Where is he? He's at Nice, yeah. And he's played really well. I've seen confirmed as well when I went on Goldberg's playback stream. He was talking about the stats, the passing stats of Bolka, which is actually really, really impressive. But whether that's convinced Chelsea or not, who knows? But he would want to come back, and yeah, I mean, Lukaku's just scarred me, right, from players returning. But Bolka hopefully would be a different scenario, hopefully. All right, so look, the squad's been announced for the preseason tour. I'm going to read, Bobby Vincent spoke about it on football.london. We're going to read what he says, and then we're going to talk about exclusions, inclusions, etc. So both Tyreek George and Josh Chimpong are part of Chelsea's travelling squad to the United States, which is massive, right? Because they're both shining academy lights. They are. Tyreek George is apparently really, really highly rated. Of course, we saw Joshua Chimpong coming at right back. Very, very big player. Very, very dynamic and exciting. Looks like he's got no issue at all. That is really exciting for loads of people who like the Chelsea Academy and know about the talents within the Chelsea Academy. So Tyreek George, who's 18, he shone for the Blues development squad last season at under 18 and under 21 level. Of course, he's a winger. The winger impressed so much that he was included in Chelsea's senior squad Premier League matches against Everton, Villa and Tottenham towards the end of the season. So he didn't make his debut, but he's only 18 and he was being included in big matchday squads, right? So meanwhile, Chimpong, who just recently turned 18, he did indeed make his professional debut for the Blues in the 2-0 win away against Tottenham at the start of May, appearing as a late substitute. But looking good! Like, looking good as a late substitute. Like, doing bits that we go, yes! Pochettino doing good work there, bringing him on. Both Academy stars will travel with the rest of the Chelsea squad to the United States, where they will take on Wrexham, Celtic, Club America, Man City and Real Madrid in the space of 2.5 weeks. Interesting. Alfie Gilchrist, however, has not been included in the travelling party. The Blues are considering loaning out the 20-year-old defender ahead of the next campaign, with championship clubs interested. Gilchrist was training with the development squad in the last couple of weeks. The rest of the squad is expected to be confirmed later on today. Interesting thing with Alfie Gilchrist is he's gonna go on loan. Loads of championship clubs want him. And yeah, it'll be good loan. But I think everyone's accepted that that's the best thing for Alfie right now. He was a sort of a closer for Pochettino. I feel like he needs to go and play some first team men's football. Now he's 20, maybe at a championship club. He was also linked to Como. They're recently promoted into the Italian top flight Serie A. And Como, last season when they got promoted, the assistant coach, and interim coach at times, was a certain Cesc Fabregas. And now he's been appointed the first team coach of a top flight team in Serie A. Like, you know, Lampard wouldn't get a top flight. I mean, might get a top flight job in France or maybe a promoted side. I don't know. Would he? Would he? This is big boy stuff for Fabregas, and Alfie Gilchrist was being linked to there, which would be a lovely old job. Let's keep that tie to Cesc as close as possible. Let's give him a few players, do what we did to Lampard at Derby, help him out, scratch his back, and it would just be cool, man, if Cesc Fabregas came to Chelsea and was manager one day. It doesn't have to be soon. He's still very young, Cesc. It could be after the whole 6 years of Maresca or whatever. Then Cesc bowls up. I love it, and I think I deserve. Right now, apparently, Trevoh Chalobah has not been included in the matchday squad. That is what's happening. So there is stuff going around Twitter, and it looks pretty rancid, right? It's at CFC PYS is major breaking. Chelsea are trying to force Chalobah out the club. He is not on the pre-season tour. This is coming from the Chelsea Spot, which is a other X account, Twitter account that's got a lot of people following it. A lot of big accounts follow it, despite not having crazy followers. People follow it. And we are seeing a lot of disgust, frustration. Cy Phillips, at Cy Phillips on Twitter as well, he has his own links. He's spoken about this. Trevoh Chalobah has every right to be picky about what club he goes to. It's not his fault Chelsea want him sold. He also has the right to want to stay at his boyhood club for that he has a long contract for. Forcing him out is disgusting, whether you rate him or not want him sold. And what message does this send to... This is a salient point. And what message does it send to any other academy player coming through, or even players considering joining the club? Eye-opening, really, in the worst way. So let me talk about this. As much as I, at times, you know, defend the ideas and the project, because I do genuinely think certain infrastructure and ideas are beneficial for my club, Chelsea, moving forward, this is rank. What do we know about Trevoh? He's a great guy. He's a good player. Chelsea gave him 2 extended long contracts recently, like one with Tuchel, one just after. I don't quite understand why we did that so quickly, but we gave him long deals. And he's obviously been a shop window player for a while. Look, man, listen. I don't want to lose my mind. It does seem really out of order. I get it. If you're running a football club and there's a player you don't think is going to work and he's an asset, you're like, right, you'll have a whiteboard somewhere, right, in your training pitch. You're like, that guy's for sale. Okay, cool, so we'll sell him. And I get it. That's your plan, right? But there's 2 sides to every story, and this is one of the biggest recent examples of how radically different the positions can be. Trevoh has trained well. He's come in as an academy player. He just wants to play for Chelsea. He's been at Chelsea his whole life. It's his dream. He played for Chelsea. He got a new contract. He played right back. He's played in centre back. He can play in defensive midfield. He is a good guy. He doesn't party. There's no controversy around him. He can operate at the Premier League, and he deserves to be treated well. I get it. They might think it like he's had recently. He had an opportunity to go to Bayern Munich, right? And he was like, yes, I'll go to Bayern Munich. Understandably, massive club. Thomas Tuchel was there. Thomas Tuchel wanted him. The deal didn't go over the line. He got the opportunity to go to Nottingham Forest. Chelsea agreed to the deal with Nottingham Forest. He said, I'm not going there. And that's totally fine as well. You were going to go to Bayern Munich. Why should you go through like challenging for the Champions League to trying to stay in the Premier League and not get relegated? They're two different things. They're different stratospheres of transfer destination, right? So I get it. But I don't like these tactics of trying to force him out. So has there been a conversation with Maresca and he's like, yeah, I probably won't use this guy, you know? And they're like, well, we want to sell him anyway because he's a, you know, he's a good player and he's a pure profit asset, etc. I don't like to see it, man. And to be honest, like, people will have differing opinions on this. I completely, like, no matter how, look, I just got to side with Trevoh here. Do what you want, bro. They gave you a contract. Sit, you know. We know you're not going to cause a stink. You're not going to, like, be controversial or do anything. Just keep training, and it'll be up to Chelsea to make the decision. People will be like, oh, if he respects his own career, want to go and play football and stuff. Yeah, but it's his decision to make, his balance. He might think, yeah, I will go Chelsea, but only where I want. And that's absolutely his right. This is football. This happens. This has happened for like decades and decades. It's just how it is. Sometimes every now and again this will happen with a player. Hasn't actually happened with Chelsea for a while, which is surprising considering all the freaking ins and outs we've had. But I stand with Trev, I suppose. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Lots to talk about, of course. Chelsea ever manic and mental. I'll cover all the stories, so keep it locked here at Football Therapy, and I do hope to see you back here soon. Take care of yourselves. Peace.